Exit planning is business strategy. At some point, you're going to exit your business, but we want to ensure that it's on your terms. We want to ensure that exiting a business is your choice and not something that has to happen to you. So what is a CEPA? A CEPA is a certified exit planning advisor. That means that I am certified through the Exit Planning Institute. When we're talking about being a CEPA, we're talking about how do we work with business owners to look at their business and their lives holistically so they can exit on their own terms. So in order to do that, we're looking at what we call the 3 legs of the stool. We're looking at your personal readiness. Are you working with a wealth advisor? Do you know how much you want to sell the business for in order to sustain the life you want post-sale? Do you know what you want to do post-sale? Are you retiring? Is there another business that you want to start? Everyone has different reasons for wanting to exit their business. We're looking at the business readiness. What does it look like to an incoming buyer? Do we have a succession plan in place? Do we have the right people in place? Is the business ready to transition to a new owner without you in it anymore? And we're also looking at business attractiveness. Is this business attractive to a buyer? And there's many things that a buyer will look at in that case. The process for how we look at exit planning through the lens of a CEPA is first identify. The way to identify is evaluation. Where does the business stand today? How much is it valued within the market today? And this is where Exit Equity can really help you. We can do an independent valuation with one of our certified valuation analysts. That is data. That's information. That's going to help us understand where we have opportunities to grow and where we have opportunities to really lean into what we really do well. The next part of the process is protect. And that might sound scary, but really all that means is what do we do really well and how can we continue to lean into that to strengthen our business? Where do we have challenges? Where might we have some weaknesses in the business? What does the business look like if I'm not in it anymore? And we start to identify where we need to protect our business. When we're thinking about protecting our business, we're thinking about the 5 Ds: divorce, disagreement, distress, disability, or death. And we can't predict if one of these things is going to happen to us or to our family, but if it does, we want to ensure that our business is in the strongest place possible to support our loved ones or ourselves if we need to exit our business under those circumstances. The next phase is grow. So we've protected our business, we understand some challenges we might have, we've addressed those challenges, and now we're looking at growing our business. When we're talking about building the business, we're looking at something we call the 4 C's, the 4 capitals. We're looking at human capital, the strength of your teams and your management. We're looking at structural capital, the systems and processes you have in place that are documented and clear. We're looking at your cultural capital, your social capital, and we're looking at customer capital. Do we have high customer concentration? We want to make sure that all of those areas are strong, and that's going to make your business look really attractive to a buyer. And in turn, it's going to create a really strong business that maybe you don't want to sell. Maybe you want to stay now that it's feeling really good and you've gotten your freedom back. It might be something you want to continue to do, which leads me to the next phase is grow or sell. And so we look at that every 90 days. Is this something we want to continue to do to grow our business, to increase the valuation? Or are we ready now? Do we want to exit the business and start our next chapter or move on to retirement? Another role of the CEPA is to ensure you have the right team around you. Do you have the right CPA? Do you have a wealth advisor? Do you have an attorney to help guide you through this? Do you have a tax specialist to work with you on your exit? So our role is to make sure you have the right team around you, so you've got this team supporting you through the biggest transaction of your life, and you're not doing it alone. You have a team there to support you to ensure that you're moving forward in the right direction. If you'd like to learn more about exit planning or have any questions about exit planning or exit strategy, please feel free to reach out to the Exit Equity team and we'll be happy to chat with you or answer any questions you might have.